What is up? Welcome back to the CA Power Player Podcast. I'm your host, Cody Askins. Today's episode, man, we got one of the freaking goats and greats in really in marketing and tech and industry. I did a crazy interview with him not too long ago, but here's why you should keep listening today. If you are wondering, Cody, what's the power behind a CRM and how do I actually set it up? Like from scratch, we are going to walk you through exactly how to do that from an informative standpoint. This will be the most informative video you will ever see when it comes to tech and CRM. Mark my words. It literally, and the reason I say that is, dude, the G on the other end of the camera today has over 10,000 users on AgentCRM, a bunch through CodyCRM.com, which is amazing. And so please help me welcome back the CEO of AgentCRM, normally in New York. He's actually in Cali today, Alex Branning.
What's up, Cody? Thank you so much for having me, man. I'm excited to talk about the CRM. We were kind of kicking around some things in our Slack channel, and I was like, we should tell people what they should expect when they sign up for a CRM. I think a lot of folks' expectations are too low. They think a CRM is there to help them organize their data, but over the next 20 minutes while we talk, I want to actually show them how their CRM should be a revenue generator for them by setting up systems that actually make them money while they're on the phone making more money.
Amen to that. Yeah, you're right. Like I used to think, okay, CRM, it's like a virtual file folder. It replaced the filing cabinet. Well, that plus about 1,000 other things that are freaking insane. That's what's great about AgentCRM too. It's like there's so many things that agents that you're about to go over that they've never heard of, they can't comprehend, and right now they're like, why should I listen? Bro, I'm telling you guys, like he's about to drop some freaking gold.
I love it. Yeah, you know what? And I would like to just start, if we can just jump in, like let's look at what does an agent expect from a CRM. So I want to set the stage here. You're an agent. You've just got, you just did an order with Cody. You got about 25 new CABOOM leads coming in. What do you do with them, right? There's a couple different ways to look at these leads. You can put them on an Excel sheet, dial them, do triple dial them, follow Cody's rules to make sure that you get on the phone with them, close as many of them as you can, and then go back in and buy more. You should always be buying more leads. But what about the leads that you never were able to close? Because there's never a 100% closing ratio. No matter how good the leads are, you're not going to close 100% of them. So what about the ones that don't close? That's where a CRM comes into play, right? You've bought the leads. You have them in your hands now. What is the CRM supposed to do to help you generate more sales? Well, the first thing that I recommend people do when they sign up for CodyCRM.com, upload your old leads, the ones that didn't close, and get rocking and rolling on the Revive Dead Leads campaign. This is available for Cody Askins people. This is where you take those old leads that you were never able to get a hold of. This is where you're able to put in those referrals that you just didn't quite get on the phone or they didn't make a decision yet, and the ones that you haven't talked to in a bit, right? You got their opt-in, hello TCPA lawsuits, you got their opt-in, they know you, but they just didn't make the buying decision yet. Take those leads and put them into CodyCRM.com. It's as simple as uploading a CSV file and then attach them to Revive Dead Leads. Now, what that campaign does is it texts them, sends them a ringless voicemail if you want, it sends them emails, and you can attach Agent AI to it. So Agent AI is actually talking to each of those folks, trying to get them on the phone. And then you, as the agent, have someone working on your behalf while you are dialing all the new leads that you got from CABOOM. We're creating this revenue flywheel, right? Where you buy new leads, you call them, you close as many of them as you can, and then you put them into your system so that you get to squeeze more juice. Now, one of our good friends, Cody, David Deferred, posted a graphic the other day. I don't know if you saw this on Facebook. It blew my mind. He did something like $2 million in the last month, like in April. I think it was crazy, right? Yeah. And he showed where a lot of those deals came from. And a huge portion of those deals closed within the first 7 days that they generated the lead. And I forget the exact numbers. I want to say about a third. The other 2/3, though, closed between 7 to 90 days from the time they generated the lead. Wow. Now, so that means that as an agent, if you got to pound those leads in the first week. Speed to lead, like everything Cody teaches, 100% accurate. But you also need to make sure that you're staying in front of the people that opted in because they were curious, but didn't quite make a buying decision yet. Because sometimes the timing just ain't right for them to make a decision. They know they need to, but they're like, the timing ain't right. I don't feel ready. I want to make sure I can get my wife on the phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, life happens. But if you don't stay in front of people, then you miss the opportunity. So that's where Cody CRM comes into play for a lot of those old leads.
Yeah, I've also heard so many, like, we're getting a bunch of testimonials, but I've heard more positive feedback with our CABOOM customers that are leveraging CodyCRM.com and pairing that together. And they're seeing higher contact rates. They're seeing people text back. They're seeing higher book rates. And at the end, they're seeing, a couple extra deals. And you start extrapolating that out, that can take the CRM investment and the lead investment and so much easier to get a return on investment when all those extra things are happening. And this is a way to maximize, you always say, really, the dollars that are already in your pipeline.
Yeah, because you're going to invest money into leads and you need to keep investing money into leads every single week. But what about the leads that are in there? What about the leads that haven't bought yet? Oh, and what about the leads that do buy? There was a conversation in a Facebook group I'm a part of, and they were talking about P&C agents not selling life insurance. And there was a poll going, and they're like, hey, like, if you're a P&C agent, why are you not selling life insurance? And I counted, there was like 100 and something different comments, and I went through them because I was really curious. And almost 80% of them said they didn't sell life insurance because they forgot to ask. And that's where a CRM comes into play, Cody, because you don't have to remember to ask, right? You just set up the CRM so that you're sending emails and texts to your new clients, letting them know about the other insurance products that may serve them and their family, right? So, we have a fun story. I've told it multiple times, but one of our Medicare clients in Texas last year, he enrolled something like 1,400 new folks in one enrollment period. He just crushed it. And we set up one automation where if they bought Medicare and they added on dental, they got one sequence of emails. But if they bought Medicare and didn't add on dental, then they got a separate sequence of emails. And just by telling them, hey, my bad, I didn't talk to you about dental, like, the email's very apologetic. He closed like 400 plus new dental policies just by sending an email. And it was absolutely insane. That's the power of automation, though, right? The power of automation is you don't have to remember to tell them about all the ways that you can serve and support. You set up the automation one time, and then you just tell your CRM, hey, this is the automation now to run.
Incredible. And literally I think they were just booking on the guy's calendar and then bam, talking about dental.
Yep. It was crazy because, he saw a problem. He was like, there's extra money for me to make, and I know the CRM can help me, but I don't know how. So we were on a phone call and just kind of talking about it. And I was like, tell me where the most profitable clients are for you. Like, define that for me. He said, somebody who signs up under me for Medicare, and then they also add on dental and vision. Like, for me, those are the most profitable clients that I have during the, Medicare season. And I'm like, well, why do they not add on dental and vision? And he was very honest. He said, honestly, most of the time, because I forget to mention on our call, or it's just not the right time. And then I just never follow up. And I was like, you know what? We can solve that. We can fix it. And we can make it so that you don't have to add a tag or anything. We're just using the sales pipeline tool inside of AgentCRM, and you're just dragging them instead of one column to the next, making it super easy. Because it's got to be super easy, Cody. Like that's another thing about a CRM. It's got to be stupid easy to use, because you should be on the phone doing revenue generating activities, not trying to figure out how to make your CRM work. It should just work for you, right? So,
100%.
But most of the agents just forget, because they're busy. They're doing other things.
True. And that's also what I've heard too. Like I've heard multiple things. I've heard, dude, I love that there's a 14-day free trial at CodyCRM.com. I've heard that a lot. I'm like, that's great. I've also heard that from a onboarding and support standpoint, it is the best I've ever seen by far. And that's, I can attest to that. Alex has like around 30 full-time support people, like crazy, right? Live Zoom every single, all day. live chat 24/7. You can call the office. You can, you know what I mean? Like impressive, right? Amazing. Like 30 support people. Wild. But then the third piece I hear a lot is that it is simple to use because of all of the case studies and little things that you've done over the years. And when you're learning from 10,000 people using it, and then you see that little case study of the dental, 400 dental policies, and then bam, that's a case study that everyone else gets access to inside of CodyCRM.com too, because of the information that is spread around the community of what's working and what's not working.
Yeah, and that's the power of our CA huddles that we do, right?
Sure.
So for those of you that are listening, you're like, what's the CA huddle? When you sign up for CodyCRM.com, which is Cody's partnership with AgentCRM, once a month, then we all get together, Cody, myself, and everyone who signs up under Cody's link, and we just brainstorm and mastermind together. Like I'll share what I'm seeing. Cody brings, his expertise to the table about what he's seen in the marketing world. And we just share what's working so that you can take that knowledge, say, okay, what am I going to pull and use for my business? And then put that into your CRM so that you can, really leverage that. Because it's all about the small 1% changes. It's like continuous improvement in the process, in your sales cycle, in the marketing messages that you're sending out to your audience. The small things turn into really big wins if you just keep on making these small improvements.
Correct. Yeah. I'm extremely impressed by that. I really, really am.
Yeah.
What's next? So it's like, okay, I've got the, I've started my free trial. I've even used the Revive Dead Leads campaign. I have some new leads coming in. Like, what else am I missing out on?
Yeah. Upload your old clients, modify some of the referral campaigns that we've got, and then send some emails asking for referrals from your old clients. Most people that you serve and support as an insurance agent absolutely love the experience with you, or else they would choose somebody else, right?
True.
And so you're in a really good standing in their eyes. They're like, man, I really loved working with that guy or that gal. And they know people that you could serve and support, and they would love to connect you to them, but you don't ask, right?
Yes.
And so what we've done at AgentCRM is we've set up some workflows, and you can even set up Agent AI to ask for a referral, which is super cool. And then you get to collect all these new referrals, and now you have new leads coming in, in a spurt or on a regular basis. If you add this request a referral to your onboarding for new clients, and you have new leads coming in from referrals, which again, the CRM is now a revenue generator because you have these people that are in your list, people that you've been able to support last year up to this year, and they're sitting there not hearing from you often enough. And now you get to make a request. Hey, I would love to serve and support people in your audience, in your peer group, and your friends at your church, and who do you know? And, if you ask the question in the right way, and we have a couple different templates inside of CodyCRM.com, then you're going to get responses. They're going to be willing to connect you to folks. So these are just other ways that you can use the CRM, to grow your business. One of the things that I love about the way you use your CRM, Cody, is you host live webinars like on a very regular basis. And because you stay active in your CRM, and because you're constantly adding to your CRM with, you have a great team of copywriters on staff. You write one email, you load it in, you click send, and then tens of thousands of people on your list get an invite to a webinar. Well, you as an agent, you can do that same type of thing, right? Like you see Cody doing that. If you're on my list, you see me doing that. I make myself available on a Zoom call. I teach, I train, and then I do a Q&A afterwards. And those calls turn into ways for me to really leverage my knowledge and my skill set and my offers to make more money, to bring in new clients. And I know that, it happens the same for Cody as well.
Yeah.
You as an agent can do that same thing. You can set up a live Zoom call where you share what's going on in the marketplace, whether it's a life insurance or PNC. No matter what you sell, there's a lot going on in the insurance space right now.
Yeah,
Make
there is.
yourself available, make yourself, say, hey, I got some time for questions at the end, and you will generate more business the more times that you talk to people. So there's a lot of fun ways that you can use the CRM to help grow your business. It's all about, one, coming up with the ideas, which is good news. Agent CRM, we have a ton of these good ideas ready to rock and roll. And then
Yes.
two, executing on them. And you hinted at it earlier, but we have a huge support staff that's here and ready to help you take action on these ideas. And everything I'm talking about, by the way, is included at no extra cost when you go to CodyCRM.com and sign up. These are not like surprise upsells. This is this is not an info product that I'm trying to sell you. This is just, these are assets that are inside of CodyCRM.com right now, ready for you to start taking action on so that you can grow your business and generate more revenue from the leads that haven't closed yet and from the clients that you've already worked with and just forgot to ask for referrals.
Yeah, and you easily could. I mean, a lot of people do upcharge for different things. I've heard of a lot of different things that they're upselling within their, you know what I mean? But dude, it's included. And the cool thing about it too is like, okay, once you go to CodyCRM.com and you do a 14-day free trial, which is free, so it's wild if you don't. It's $97 a month after. Okay, when that happens, dude, if this specific piece of amazing technology with AI and everything else, right, and the huddles, et cetera, revive dead leads, automate follow up, clients, referrals, et cetera, doesn't make you the $97 investment, doesn't bring in an extra $970 or $9,700, eventually $97K. You probably got agencies that made them an extra $970,000 over the course of years. Like the potential is endless, and so it stops becoming like a $97 a month investment, and it starts becoming a tool in your tool belt with actually a bunch of tools. It's like the whole freaking tool chest that you end up regretting not investing because it literally becomes such a positive influence on your business. And then one other thing you just said, I looked it up too. According to this was so good about referrals. According to a Dale Carnegie study, 91% of customers say they would give referrals if asked.
Boom.
However, only 11% of salespeople, non-CodyCRM.com users, actually ask for referrals. I kind of maybe threw a little painful. Crazy.
That's money on the table. That's the worst kind of money as a business owner, because you're looking at it and you're like, man, I have bags of cash sitting in my database, sitting in my Google Sheets from last year, sitting in whatever other CRM I'm using that doesn't have these campaigns. And if I just imported them into Cody CRM, I have leads that I'm not extracting because I'm just not asking, or I'm not asking the right way. But there's just so much opportunity in the leads that you have and in the client relationships you have, upsells, referrals, etc. And that's what technology is supposed to help you leverage. That's where a good marketing and sales platform built for insurance agents, that's where it comes into play. Data organization is a big part of it. It's very important to have clean data so you know what's going on in your business, who you should be approaching, all that good stuff. I'm not downplaying that. But that is like CRM 1.0. We're now in the new AI age. Your CRM needs to do a lot more than organize your data. You should have marketing campaigns built out for your insurance product so that you can take it, leverage it, and you should have all the fun stuff that we've been talking about. I mean, there's just no excuse anymore. It's a lot of newness, though, so this is not a guilting and shaming conversation. This is an empowering conversation. I want you as the agent listening to this going, oh my gosh, technology has gotten so advanced so quickly, and it's so inexpensive. There's no reason for me not to be taking action on this right now.
Yeah, it's a disservice to even call it a CRM at this point. Like that's why I love that you had ScheduleBot and rebranded into and elevated into Agent AI. I'm like, dude, I like the Agent AI thing. Like that's and seeing it actually go to work for you. Like, dude, we have a bunch of people on our team. We have a bunch of VAs. Like a lot of offices and agent or even individual agents, they don't have a team, and so they struggle to keep up. Or small offices are like, gosh, my people don't really want to follow up on leads. Right? Well, this is doing it for them, which is amazing. Like, I love that.
And it can have a voice. Like you can give it a voice, so it sounds like Cody. right? Or it
Yeah.
sounds like Alex, And so AI is one of those things, we could talk all day about that, but AI is one of those things that used to be kind of this weird buzzword, but now it's something you can hold in your hands. You can, get
Mm,
it to work. We've included it in Agent CRM. It's no longer something that only the most advanced techie people can use.
correct.
AI has now been taken, skinny down, and set up so that every agent, no matter how tech savvy you are or are not, can take AI and have it go to work for you. This is the exciting part about technology nowadays for insurance agents. And it also means that more and more people are going to be using AI. So we're going to start to get this have and have nots.
Correct.
It's no longer who has the most resources and the most money to build a team. It's still a part of it. It's still going to give you an advantage. But now
Correct.
we're going to start seeing the agents that use AI start to leapfrog the agents who might be better salespeople, but they're not using the tools that are out there. And so they're still doing
All day.
things, one at a time and, just not able to move as quickly as the agent that does use AI. But it doesn't have to be
Correct.
that way. Like that's the biggest thing that I want to express to the people listening. You do not have to
Yes.
keep just dialing one at a time anymore. There's power in that. You should do the hard work, but you can have your CRM do work for you behind the scenes.
Yeah. I also wanted to, if I may, recognize a few
Yeah,
people that have signed up recently on CodyCRM.com, started a trial. Matthew, this is cool because they're literally real people, right, that are coming in and signing up free
let's
trials.
go.
Matthew, a few since we started. Matthew, Suragini, Orlando, Javon. Actually, Javon got another account. Jonathan, Jose, Denise, and Kevin. Literally all recently, which is so cool. I
Let's
love seeing that.
go.
Yeah.
Every single one of those people that you mentioned that signed up in the last 24 hours are now elevating their business. They're growing. They're able to add a new person to their staff. That person is Agent AI, who's now going to get to work for them. And
Mhm.
they invested in themselves absolutely $0 yet, Cody, because they're on a free trial. So they're
Correct.
going to start to see all these benefits and they haven't spent a dime yet. And if Agent CRM does not help build their business in the next 14 days, all they got to do is reach out and say, hey, this isn't actually working for me. I don't see it working out. And they won't owe anything for their subscription. I mean,
Awesome.
it's a no risk, like, Alex, you either help build my business or I'm out. It's crazy. So
True.
we've made it a no risk, very high reward offer for you guys. So
Yeah.
go to CodyCRM.com, check it out. At a minimum, just do what I just said to do. Run the Revive Dead Leads campaign and the referral campaign, and then join us on our next CA huddle where we all get together and mastermind together.
That's right.
And I think you're going to be blown away by what we've put together and by the value that Cody brings to our relationship.
Wow. Thank you, buddy. I love the
Yeah.
relationship. I think our next huddle is, I don't know if this will be out before. It will be June the 12th. For
Yeah.
those that are watching this, it's coming up here literally in a matter of a few days. You can go to CodyCRM.com and join us on our next monthly huddle. I love doing the huddles. Also
Yeah.
the amount of gold like you and Will and all of us are like sharing for free to those members is a ton of fun. Like I had a
Yeah.
blast on our last. I mean, it went over an hour. Like people just
Yeah.
kept asking questions. It was great. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. It was
It's
fun
awesome.
because then, we take a lot of that too. Like people are bringing ideas to the table and like, I tried this and it really worked. And, I tweaked, what are the messages in your campaign? And oh my gosh, like, the response was off the chart. Like we
Yeah,
take this stuff in real time. We go, okay, how are we going to implement this for the people that were not able to join the huddle or, for the next iteration of our marketing assets that we launch. So it's a really good thing for us to share. And we are so open to feedback, at Agent CRM because we want you guys to tell us what's working in real time. So it is a ton of fun though, Cody. So thanks for
it is
working
fun.
with us on that. There's nothing like the light bulb moments that happen in the room when agents go, oh snap, like I can see how I can take this idea, this one idea, and how I can,
Mm,
implement it over multiple areas of my business. And then, like, one of the things my business coach taught me is that once you understand a concept and you have that light bulb moment of an idea, that idea is now yours to use for the rest of your career. right? Like from here on out, that idea, that unlock has happened. And now you've reached that new level or that new set of your imagination for the rest of your career. It's not just for that one instance on how to use it.
No, it's not. That's big, man. I love it. Well, dude, I appreciate all you're doing. Is there anything we missed?
Yeah,
I'm
sure
think
the
is.
only thing that I think people should make sure that y'all do is, first of all, go to CodyCRM.com, sign up for a 14-day free trial. We've talked about that a lot. The second thing, and I cannot emphasize this enough, but Cody talks about it a lot, but go to CABOOMLeads.com, find your insurance product that you're like, I want to sell some more of this, and give CABOOMLeads.com a try. I have yet to hear negative reports about KaboomLeads.com, and I get a lot of feedback. So KaboomLeads.com is compliant, it's fast, the leads are high quality. So, and I wouldn't be saying that if it wasn't true. So y'all should definitely go check out KaboomLeads.com. Because there is gold in there, and it's just getting better and bigger. So what you guys are doing with the instant responses, you're not only are you creating compliant leads, which not a lot of vendors are, but the way that you're introducing the leads to the agents and helping the agents collect more deals from that is, it's changing the industry, whether you know it or not, Cody. It's changing the industry, and now people are looking at KaboomLeads.com as the new standard in how lead vendors should be delivering leads to their agents. So you're setting the bar, man.
I love it. There's gold in these hills, dude. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you. Appreciate you talking about Kaboom. That's amazing. We love it. We enjoy it. 325 other agents and said they enjoyed it last month, which is cool. So it just keeps growing. And I love the relationship. For those who are listening, man, I'm telling you, this cat's a good dude. He's a freaking genius. His team is next level. And when it comes to, hey, I need technology, AI, and a CRM to fuel my business, that's why we created the CA system inside of AgentCRM. And you can go to Cody CRM to get that experience and get access to AgentCRM and all the amazing things Alex and him and his team have built, and our own CA system and Cody Askins and Huddle and a couple other things that we're helping with, which we've been very grateful to be a part of. And so we love the relationship, and we're excited for those that are about to also be a part of the relationship.
Right on. Let's go. Thank you, Cody.
Cool. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you being on.
Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're going to love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there.
I'm so excited for today's CA Power Player podcast. I'm your host, Cody Askins. We got a special guest. He is back on the channel talking about how to sell life insurance from home. Here's what I love about this person. Okay, I'm telling you, this will be one of the best.